Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand hub, bridge, switch and router. So these are the devices that are used in different layers. So what is the use of these devices and how these devices will work? All those concepts we'll try to understand in this class. Hub is a physical layer device which is used in the physical layer, whereas bridge and switch are data link layer devices, layer 2 data link layer devices. Router is layer 3 device in which it is a network layer device. So what is meant by a hub? Hub is also called as multi-port repeater. So the data packets or the data frames that are received from the second layer, data link layer, will be repeated. The strength, those frames will be regenerated. As the signal transmits in the wire, the signal strength will get reduced after traveling to a certain distance. After that, that same data will be regenerated and it will be passed on to the destination. So this is the job of the hub. So how it works, that we will try to understand. So it is a multi-port repeater. So what it means as a multi-port repeater is, and it is a physical layer device. So if this is the hub, and to this hub multiple ports will be there. These multi-port device, multiple ports means each port is able to connect one single computer. So computer. So all these are the ports to which the computers are connected. So what is the job of the hub is, for example, if this system wants to transmit the data A and this is B, let's assume that C, D, E, F, G, H. So what is the job done by this hub is, the packet, the data frame that is transferred will transfer to hub, and it does not have any intelligence. What it means is, what is that intelligence, that we will try to understand later in this video. So what the hub will do is, after receiving the after receiving the data frame, it will just broadcast that packet, that frame, to all the devices which are connected to this hub. So it will just broadcast the content. The data frame that is received will just broadcast. So it will send it to E, F, G, H, D, B, C. But the data that is transmitted by A has to be received by F. So that F will understand that this data frame is for me, and all these packets, all the other frames that are all the other computers that have received the frame will discard those frames. So what happens is, after the A transmitting the data, so it will transmit to all the systems which are connected to it apart from A. It will not transmit to A because the frame is received from A. So it will broadcast the content to all the systems which are connected to this hub. So what happens at the destination is, all the packets are going to receive the data frame. So it is going to decide that based upon the address that we have in the frame, which we have discussed in our earlier videos, previous videos. So based upon that address, it is going to decide that the frame that has been received is destined to F. So all the remaining systems will discard those packets, those frames, and only the F will take the frame and it will use that frame. So that is the use of hub. But there are many disadvantages. The disadvantages are the security issues. All the frames are received by all the systems which are connected. They can see the content that is being transmitted by the A, which is a security issue, and it is going to increase the bandwidth. So by broadcasting the packet, which is unnecessarily broadcasted, even though it does not require to receive, it is being broadcast, it is being received. So with that, the bandwidth utilization is going to be very, very less. So the bandwidth is misutilized, unnecessarily utilized. So that is the problem that we have with hub. So the other alternative is bridge. The other device is bridge. So what this bridge is, so let's try to understand it with an example. For example, if we have a local area network with 12 systems, let's assume that we have 12 systems, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 systems in this network, and all these systems are going to access the medium. For example, if this is 10 Mbps line, 10 Mbps line, this is a 10 Mbps line, and this shared medium, this 10 Mbps line is utilized by all these 12 systems. So the collision, the probability of collision is going to be very high. So because all the 12 systems are going to access the same medium, shared medium. So what the bridge will do is, it is a device. So we are going to divide this network into two parts. So it is going to separate the collision domain. The amount of collision will get reduced and the bandwidth is efficiently utilized. So within this network, so this is a layer 2 device, data link layer device. So it got some intelligence when compared to hub. So what that intelligence is, it can decide where the destination system is, and to that port it will transmit the data. Let's try to understand it very easily. So let's try to understand it very clearly. So now we are going to divide this network, separate the collision domain. So we are going to divide this network, and so between these two we are going to add a device called, so this is a device called bridge. Now we have reduced the collision, so we have reduced the access to the wire has been reduced. So how it has been reduced is, we have reduced the medium access to 6 systems. So these six systems are going to contend for this medium, and these 6 systems are going to contend for this medium. So the entire medium is 10 Mbps line which has been divided, and the frame, for example, if this system wants to transmit the data to this system, for example if it is Z, so A transmits the data and they will get transmitted to the bridge, and the bridge is going to decide that it is on the other end of the network. So it will transmit that content to the other end of the network. So this network can still be divided into small parts. For example, let's take 3 devices as a single network. So the same network will get divided into smaller parts. Consider 3 computers as one simple network. So what we are going to do is, 3 systems will get connected, and all this is a 4-port bridge. 3 systems will get connected and 3 systems will get connected. So all these networks will get connected, all these simple networks. It itself is a one single network. We are going to divide them into small networks, sub-networks. Let's assume that it is a small networks. So this entire bandwidth line of 10 Mbps line is divided into 4 pieces. So now the contention, so the collision domain, separate collision domains are created. So the collision can be reduced. So how it can be reduced is, it can be reduced to 3 systems, and 3 systems. But the bridge is a device which has a capability to access the control, access the address, and it will decide to which system it has to transmit the data. Let's try to understand that. For example, if this is A and this is let's assume that it is G, and A wants to transmit the data to Z. So all the small networks get connected to bridge. Now the bridge has the capability to understand to which port it has to transmit, so that it can transmit the data to G. Unlike hub is going to broadcast. With that we are going to reduce the bandwidth. It is not going to broadcast. The content will not be broadcast to all the ports. It will transfer the data to a specific port to which the destination system is connected. that intelligence we have with this bridge. So A will transmit, and it will check for the MAC address, destination address or MAC address. We will try to understand about this MAC address in our later videos. Right now, let's assume that this is the address. This computer address is A and this computer address is G. So within the frame we are going to have the addresses. So G is there within the frame. Now this frame has been transferred to bridge. It is going to pick that G and it is going to understand that G is connected to this port. It is not going to transmit this frame to this port and this port. That becomes a broadcasting. It is not going to broadcast. So it is going to decide, it got the intelligence that G is connected to this port, so transmit the content into this port. Okay, so G will it is going to receive at G, and this system is going to access that frame, and it is going to utilize that frame. That is the use of bridge. What is a switch? Switch is going to use the concepts of both the hub and the bridge. It is far more intelligent than bridge, and it is going to use the concept of hub. It is a multi-port, so the number of ports on the bridge are going to be very less, whereas the number of ports on the switch are going to be very high. So as we have n ports for n systems, that similar concept is used by the switch. It is going to have, the switch is also called as n port bridge. So for example, if you have n systems, n computers, for each computer we are going to have a separate port, and it also uses the concept of bridge. It is going to decide where the destination is. With that, the bandwidth is efficiently utilized. Think of the things. So we have divided to 3 systems in the bridge. Using the bridge, we are going to divide it to one system. So every system is connected to the port. So the network efficiency, the bandwidth utilization is going to be improved by using a switch. Let's try to understand the switch in a detailed way. It is an n port bridge. It is going to have n ports, means if we have n computers, it is going to have n ports. So this is a switch. To this switch, all the computers are connected. And this switch is capable of deciding where the destination is. So it is not going to broadcast the content. So which improves the efficiency. The bandwidth is utilized efficiently, and the communication between the systems is going to be independent. So for example, if A is here and F or G is the system, so it will directly transmit the data to the switch. The switch is going to do some calculation. So how that calculations are done is, it is going to maintain the table. So this table consists of the address of the addresses. It is going to have G. So if the data has been received from A, and it wants to transmit to G, for example, if this is port 10, so the port numbers will be there. So if it is transmitted from A and it wants to transmit it to G, so it is going to decide that G is connected to port 10. So this data frame will be transmitted to this port, and G will directly receive the data. So that is the use of switch. The other device is router. Router is a device which is used in network layer. The detailed explanation about the router will be made in our later videos, where we are going to discuss about network layer protocols. Right now we will try to have a brief introduction of router. So what the router is, it is a network layer device. So that device has a capability to identify different networks. So let's try to understand it clearly. So far the devices are connected. The devices that we have used is bridge and switch, which are connected within the network, in one single network or intra-network. But the router is a device which is going to transfer from one network to another network. It is what we call it as inter-network. The short word is internet. The concept of internet getting connected to the internet is possible through router. So what happens is, different networks will get connected to router. Okay, so if this is a router and this is one of the network, see here all these systems are connected to this switch. This one of the port is connected to the router. If we want to get an internet connection, if we want to connect our system to the entire world, then we need this device. This device is going to connect different networks. So let's try to understand. Another network is also there. This is another network which is having a switch. So different systems are there. Now if we take this computer as X, and another network is also connected. This is another switch. Okay, and another network is also connected. So interconnection of networks, interconnection, this is intra connection. Within the network we can transmit to any system, but if we want to connect to the internet in the sense another network, if we want to transmit the content to another network which is connected through internet, so then the router is required. The router is going to do the calculations by using IP address. So we'll try to understand about that in detail in our later videos. So the packets here we call it as packet, as it is this device is related to network layer. The packet that is being transmitted by this system, for example, A wants to transmit to X. This is another network. So it will transmit to the switch. What it will do is it is going to give the MAC address of this port. The MAC address is, for example, if it is 15, so the port number is 15, and the MAC address of this physical device, MAC address we will try to understand. This MAC address, for example, assume that it is N. So it is going to decide, A has been transferred the packet to N, and the address is N, so it will send it through 15th port, and here the router is going to decide that in order to transmit the data to X, it has to select this port. Through this port it will be transferred to switch, and from there it will be transferred to X. So this is what we call it as a router, which is used in the network layer layer 3 device. So this is the use of this router. In clear, we are going to understand about this later in our later videos. Right now just try to have this brief introduction. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol, and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited.